ride to the beat with my hopes and my dreams like a boat in the sea. Let it ride. From the west to the east, be the best you can be. Let the rest in peace while I try.
What's goody, fam? I'm coming back at it with another reaction on ShakaShine Reacts. Today, I gotta give a big old shout out to Travis. And their request was Jimmy Carr, and this is the best of the best of. The best of the best of. Ultimate gold and greatest hits. Now, new to me, new to the channel, so this should be interesting. I've never heard of Jimmy Carr ever, so I'm not gonna make y'all wait. Let's get straight into it.
I saw the chief of the New York City Police on the news. He said, "We will never forget 9/11. I thought, what's your fucking home, not your phone number?
I've got no problem buying
That was a good
tampons.
one.
I'm a fairly modern man. But apparently they're not a proper present.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Mum!
No.
I was in a hotel a couple of weeks ago, walked into the hotel room. As I walked in there, just on the TV it said, "The adult channel is disabled." I thought, that's a bit specialist.
Okay.
I'm joking. I was gutted, no spaz porn.
Actually, the most callous thing I heard about famine in Africa was not from another comedian, you know, trying to make light of it, but it was from two ladies in their 50s in a doctor's surgery in North London. And one of them was looking at the headlines in the paper, and it was all about the famine, and she just put down the paper and said rhetorically, "This famine, it's terrible, isn't it?" And her friend, without skipping a beat, went, "Yeah, but they don't get our winters."
Oh, wow.
I thought, fucking hell, that is harsh.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm ashamed to say a small part of me went, "It does always look nice." I live quite near a special needs school. There's a sign outside. It says, "Slow children."
That's a good one.
I thought, well, that can't do much for their self-esteem. But look on the positive side, of course, they can't read it.
I had a relationship with a blind girl, which was rewarding but challenging. It took me ages to get her husband's voice right. Have we got any special needs teachers in? You teach special needs? Oh, there was a woo over there. What's your name, madam? Danielle, very nice to have you in. All I was going to say about special needs teachers is you are the best and the brightest, in my humble opinion, the best and the brightest teachers. Because I can prove it. We all know teachers socially, yes? Everyone knows teachers. And the teachers are always moaning on about, "Oh, I've got homework to mark this evening." Not you, hey, Danielle?
Wow. Wow. Okay.
You're not grading potato paintings.
Wow. Okay. I give it to you already. Jimmy Carr so far is funny, and we're only 2 minutes in. So let's go.
Oh, you fucking. My girlfriend has fallen asleep during sex before. That is embarrassing.
Yeah.
That is awkward. But not as awkward as the time she woke up during it.
Yeah. No risky.
Hello, love. You're up early? Yeah, I was just
Wow.
getting on with a little bit of sex. I'll make you a cup of tea when I'm finished. That'll help get rid of the taste.
Stupid. Okay, I will say too, see, this is what I love. You gotta be able to come right up to the line. If you're a comedian, the comedians need to be allowed to come and test the line. That's where a lot of comedy comes from. I'm messing with this.
A friend whose nickname is Shagger. You might think, that's pretty cool. She doesn't like it.
My girlfriend used to smoke after sex, so we started using lubricant. Have you all been on that first foreign holiday abroad? Like the first foreign holiday you went on without your parents? Everyone been on that holiday? Yeah. Has anyone not been?
Too bad we don't have that holiday because we're Americans and we don't have that by law. So, you know, no, I don't know. I don't know that feeling. Sorry.
On that holiday yet?
Hold on, let me take this bet.
Everyone been on that holiday? Yeah. Has anyone not been on that holiday yet? Oh, quite a few of you. You've got a lot to look forward to. It's an amazing trip. It tends to be all the guys go away together, all the girls go away together, somewhere hot in Europe that's cheap that year. We went away, 5 of us that went all the way through school together. We just got our A-level results, went away for 2 weeks in Faliraki. It was awesome. Sun, sea, sex and sand, that's what we're looking for, that's what we found. It was an amazing, life-affirming, wonderful holiday. Well, in those 2 weeks, I had sex with 12 different people. I'm not bragging, I was gang raped. Wow. Still, I didn't let it spoil my trip.
Okay.
I was on stage doing a gig. I said, any
I mean, at least he's optimistic.
questions? And someone went, are you ever going to have children? I said, I don't want to make you feel bad about asking, but my girlfriend and I actually can't have children. It's the way we do it. Wow.
Oh,
I like
good
getting a
one.
blowjob off the missus.
Okay.
I don't know if you get this. I don't know if you get a blowjob off my missus, but the thing I like about oral sex from my partner, I think the thing most men enjoy about oral sex from our partners, not anything sexual, ladies, it's the peace and quiet.
Wow.
Ladies, if you've ever been going down on a guy and he's gone, that's not your technique, that's not the sound of his sexual ecstasy. That is the sound of a man not being asked a question.
I've been with the same girl for 8 years and we're very happy together, but how's this for mental? She still gets annoyed if I use her toothbrush. That's mental, isn't it, when you consider how intimate we've been over those 8 years? And if you can tell me a better way to get dog shit out trainers...
Wow. Okay, so I get it. His wind-up and his punchlines are all like, you think he's headed somewhere, but then he kind of skirts off to the side. I get you, he's good at it. He does it flawlessly, in my personal opinion.
I'd love to fucking hear about it, because there's nothing final.
I'm in the changing rooms at the gym. I'm always embarrassed by the fact my penis is so much bigger than everyone else's. But then, in fairness, it is erect. Are you all right in the back?
Excellent. It's nice to hear that, because often when I go to comedy shows, and I go to them all the time, I love coming out to see live comedy. The thing is, though, if I'm sat right at the back, I'm a little bit disappointed. I always get my ticket and go, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm fucking miles away. But there are, of course, advantages to being right at the back. You get more of a sense of theatre, of people coming together and sharing a sense of humour. What a wonderful thing that is, the great British music hall spirit. And also, if you're right at the back, this sort of thing won't happen. I fucked your mum.
He's not wrong.
That's not going to happen to any of you. I've got nothing but respect for your mums. They're hard-working, decent women. Your mum still owes me a tenner. I'm joking. I owe her a tenner.
Nothing happened in the high street the other day. You know,
I need to know what a tenor is. That's some slang I don't know. Let me know.
charity muggers. You know the ones with the clipboard and the optimism in the high street? I dodged 2 of the cunts, and the third one got me with what I considered to be an unfair tactic, the backwards walk and talk. So I hadn't stopped, I hadn't made eye contact, and she told me her sad story as she trotted along backwards. And the wording was just perfect for me. She said, "Do you know how often people die from AIDS?" I said, "I'm not an expert, but I'm guessing just the once." My first girlfriend choked to death.
Okay.
It was a terrible blow. I had to finish myself off. I knew I had to lose some weight in the last year. It's a very sad day for any man when his girlfriend suggests he comes on his own tits. It's actually easy to tell if your house is haunted. It isn't.
My girlfriend said she wanted me to tease her. I said, "All right, fatty."
I was up in North London. I saw a guy in the high street
This dude is giving it to him. Oh my God.
with a guide dog and a white stick. And I went up to him. I went, "You must be blind." He said, "Tell me something I don't know." I said, "There's a tree over there."
He's not
Don't be a
wrong.
dick about it.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but if you took all the money that we in the West spend on food in just 1 week, you could feed the third world for 1 year. Now, I don't know about you good people, but I can't help feeling we're being overcharged for our groceries.
I met a fat vegetarian. I thought, well done. All that on salad. You go, girl.
All that on salad.
I just don't understand it. Why would you become an Islamic fundamentalist suicide bomber on the off chance you might get 72 virgins when you die? Become a Catholic priest and have them now.
Woo! Get him. Oh.
My favourite thing about natural disasters, and I know it's wrong to have a list. Certainly getting it laminated was a mistake, but my favourite thing about natural disasters is the fact they call them acts of God, and then 2 days later they have a day of prayer. So they have a day of prayer for an act of God. What I want to know is, how does that prayer go? Dear Lord, what the fucking hell was that all about? I tried some Viagra recently. Has anyone else tried it? Yes. You have? Well, I admire your honesty there, sir. I tried it because you can now get over-the-counter Viagra. I thought, that sounds powerful. Over-the-counter, you say? Like a fucking cosh. Did you read the instructions when you tried it, sir?
I didn't.
You didn't? I did. I take these kind of things seriously because it's a medication. Even though it's a fun medication, it's a medication nonetheless. I was reading on the instructions for Viagra, it says, keep away from children.
Yeah.
I thought, what kind of a man do they think I am? That can't maintain an erection with a child.
Wow. Okay.
There's quite a lot of couples in. I can see lots of couples around the place. Have you all had the sexual history conversation? Not all of you, clearly. The sexual history conversation happens about 3, 4, 5 months into a relationship, and the woman says to the man, I'd like to know about your sexual history. And the man thinks, well, no, you fucking wouldn't. But the woman doesn't just ask once. She keeps on asking until she gets a result. Yeah? I had this recently. I was cornered. I had to have the sexual history conversation. I had to list every woman I'd ever been with, from the girl I lost my virginity to, right the way up to her. And that is where I should have stopped. As a kid, I had an imaginary friend, and I used to think that he went
I mean, that was a good one, too. That was actually a great one. Let's go.
everywhere with me, and that I could talk to him and he could hear.
Also, if this is your first time seeing one of my comedy reactions, make sure you check out the playlist. We have a ton of comedy reactions, and I will say that 99% of them are hilarious, so check it out.
Me, and that he could grant me wishes and stuff. And then I grew up, and I stopped going to church. Well, that seems to have divided the room somewhat. There's two distinct groups there. There's people that thought that was funny, and then there's a larger group who will be going to heaven. I think you know you're getting old. I was watching porn last week. I found myself thinking, that bed looks comfy.
Wow.
I got into an argument with my girlfriend. She said, you treat this house like a hotel. I said, I have never snorted cocaine off a hooker's tits in this house. I tell you, when you know you're with a fat lass, when you find yourself in the throes of passion thinking, is that boob or arm?
What?
I'll give it a lick just to be sure.
Someone came up to me and complained about that joke a couple of weeks ago after a show. Quite a big-boned girl. She said to me, I think you're fattest. I said, no, no, no. I think you're fattest. My girlfriend likes...
Wow. Great one. Sorry, but that was a good one. That was a good one.
have the lights on during sex. Yeah, because she likes to be able to read. Which I think is to be encouraged in a girl of her age.
Wow.
I'm kidding! She's actually scared of the dark. We've been together now for 12 years, me and my girlfriend, so to keep things fresh in the bedroom, we do a little bit of role play. She pretends to be a nurse, and I pretend I'm still attracted to her.
Wow.
That's divided the room, isn't it? There's people that thought that was funny, and then there are unattractive women.
Ooh, shots fired.
I saw a headline in the paper. It said, man held after rape. I thought they cuddled. If only Africa had more mosquito nets, then every year we could save millions of mosquitoes from dying needlessly of AIDS. My favourite suicide bomber, though.
This dude he's really be pushing that line. Let's go. Again, gotta love it. Got to love it.
An assassin suicide bomber in the United Arab Emirates, okay? He was sent to kill one man. He didn't. He just killed himself. Technically a win for them, but I'm very happy with that. Okay, so he was sent to kill this guy, and in order to get close to the guy he was going to try and kill, he had to conceal the bomb. He had the bomb concealed, wait for it, up his bum. Literally a suicide bummer. I mean, if
So
people are going to
bad.
start putting bombs up their bums, the shit is really going to hit the fan.
Literally.
Now, I don't know how that bomb was detonated, but I like to think, in this day and age, even someone as fuck-witted as a suicide bomber, even someone that morally retarded, would have seen the opportunity for comedy in that situation. And that bomb, up his bum, would have been detonated something along the lines of... Pull my finger. While we're talking about charity...
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that would be funny. Obviously not the situation, but come on.
stuff. As you leave this evening, there's going to be a bucket collection. There's people with buckets and tins, and I'll just briefly tell you what it's about. We're collecting money this evening for abused children. And if we raise between us just £500, we can buy their silence.
Fingers crossed.
That's clearly a joke, right? The reason I say that's clearly a joke is because I did a gig in Croydon a couple of months ago, and a woman genuinely came up to me after the show and went, "Where are those collection tins?"
Wow.
Just unpick that for a second. So not only did she not realise that was a joke, she wanted to help. Well, you've been a lovely audience. Thank you so much for coming out this evening and sharing your evening with me. I really do appreciate it, and it's my favourite thing about what I do. I love playing live and doing gigs around the country, and it's an honour and a privilege. And I realise that even in saying that, I sound a bit middle class and insincere. I realise when I say you've been a great audience, thank you so much for coming out, it sounds like... But genuinely, it's a wonderful thing, it's a privilege, it's my favourite thing about my job, and it's such an important part of my life. I absolutely love it. So let me try and put that in a way that cuts through the showbiz bullshit.
Let's see.
Thank you very much indeed for all the money.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, I'm Jimmy Carr. Thanks.
All right, so that was a good one. I have to give him that for sure. Okay. Thank you, Travis. That was great. Jimmy Carr definitely on my radar now. Way funnier than I thought this was going to be, so got to give you credit. I already thought it was going to be funny, but I just didn't know it was going to be this funny. I miss old comedians that were able to push the lines and push the boundaries, and that's what he does, and I mess with it. So thank you. And for the people that are waiting on their requests, as you can see, we get into every single one of y'all. If I set up it on the list, it's on the list and it's coming up. But you can always skip the line by hitting me with the donation. Links right underneath the like button. And I'll make sure I get your reaction out within 72 hours. And if you're making it this far, you might as well hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that comment button, letting me know your favorite comedian and what else you want to see me react to. If you're already doing that and making it this far, then I gotta say, thank you.